So it seems like it's not letting me. Okay. Hello, hello. Okay, so it's the first time I'm going live on my iPad and I'm doing this, and clearly this is not. Okay, let's see if I can figure this out. Okay, I think now. Yeah, it wants me to leave it horizontal. It wants me to do it vertical. So let's just see. Hold on. Hold on. Gonna get this to work. Yes, okay, yes. It took a little bit, but I got it. Wow. Okay, now the other thing I'm gonna do, I saw there was one person waiting to join. Hopefully whoever you were, you didn't leave, you're still here. And what I'm gonna do is open the live on my computer so that I can see the chat, because here I won't be able to see the chat. I want to see if anybody's there up here. Let's see. Amy. Okay, yes. So. I don't see the chat. Oh, maybe now? Yes. So let's see how I'm gonna do this now. Where I need to paint so that it can be seen. Let me just see here. The middle of the here is a good place, yes. There. Yes. Okay, so here, maybe. There we go. Just trying to make this. Okay, this is not very good. Yes. Okay, perfect. All right. Oh, Luciano, hi. And Iris, wow, awesome. Hi. Are you gonna paint with me? I'm so excited to do this first time here with people. I'm always painting alone, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe other people also are painting alone and they would like some company. So why don't we give each other company as we paint? Okay, so this is actually I don't know if you maybe you can tell me if you are experienced painting, or you paint mandalas or what. I'll try to look at the chat from time to time, but I'm going to show you my setup. So I have my brushes here and my water. I rinse my brushes twice, first in this bigger container and then on this one here. And then I let them dry here, slightly slanted. And then I have all the other things that I need. My dotting tools, more brushes over there, the cotton tips in case I messed up, more of dotting tools over here. And yeah, oh, and very important also, I have this folded paper towels that are a little bit wet. So they will function the best when they're a little bit wet to dry the in the process of cleaning the brushes. Okay, so let me just make sure there's enough light here. And all right, so I see you haven't told me. It's okay, yeah, you don't need to, but I would love to know if you have painted before, if you paint mandalas, if you're a beginner or consider yourself a beginner. I think I will forever be a beginner. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place another couple more sheets. I don't like to, because this paper is so thin. So if you don't have, I'm gonna be practicing brush strokes, and hi, unknown dark ball, welcome. And so I'm gonna be painting the largest mandala that I have painted so far, which is, actually, I'll just show you. Let me just see. It's gonna be this one, yeah. It's a 20-inch diameter, and I just drew the sacred geometry, which is it's composed of 2 seeds of life. And as I'm preparing to paint here, I want to make sure that I know what I'm doing. So it's always a good idea to, I find for myself, to keep practicing brush strokes. All right, so there's 3 of you, at least 3 of you that said hi. Thank you for saying hi. And let's get started. I'm gonna use this paint, which I love, this teal that I have here. And then maybe I'll use a different color in a little bit. And I said this is not a tutorial, and really it's not a tutorial, but I can't help myself teaching, because I love teaching everything that I know, whether it's yoga or mindfulness, astrology, and also now mandalas. So again, I am going to take this brush from Thoughtful Dust, that's 3/0, and it looks like this. I don't know if you have it. You can tell me in the comments if you use this brush, if you have it. And let's start painting. So here we go. I just want you to see. I'm gonna okay, put it here. Hold on a second. There. So you can see how much I'm dipping the brush inside. See, I'm picking up. You can go like in circles. Again, some of you might be super experts, even more experts than me, but just in case there's some beginners here. So I'm picking up paint. Again, another circle. Every time you dip, basically you're picking up more paint. So, okay, there we go. You can see the angle of my hand. It's really hard to explain this. Placing it on the tip. I can see it's gonna be thinner than these brush strokes. So I can use a larger brush. But I'm gonna use this one for these petals. So again, look at the angle. Okay, look at the angle of my brush. Placing the tip right on the tip where I want it to start. And then press down, and at the same time begin to move. And halfway there, you start to lift. Start to lift. And at the end, the brush is basically perpendicular to the page. See? When you lift. Let's do this one again here. Placing it here. So actually, so that you can see, I'm gonna now pick up a bigger brush, a thicker brush with more. See, this is what I do. I remove the paint here, most of the paint, and then in my paper towel, I do this, and then I place it in the container I showed you before that now you cannot see. Actually, maybe, yeah, you can see there now in the corner. And then the other one, I rinse and I dry it on the paper on the side that's clean. And I let it dry there. I'm gonna pick up now size 0, which is a little bit thicker than the 3/0. This one, 0, okay? So we'll be able to see in the same flower what's the difference, okay? Just make it even bigger here so we can see. So, dip in the brush. Clearly, I think you can see there's much more paint now on the brush than before. So I'm actually going to leave the middle one empty for now, but let's go here. See, placing it on the top, you see how much more paint there is than before? And again, moving slowly. And the brush basically becomes perpendicular to the page by the time we finish. We're about to finish. So we can move this. And this is creating some shadow here, so I'm going to remove it. You can place in, so look at the angle of my, I have like maybe, I don't know, 70-degree angle with my hand, placing it and then gently pressing down and dragging it forward, begin to lift until it's perpendicular at the very end. And now, same thing with this one here. Okay, so can you see the difference? Oops. Depending on the brush that we were using, yes. Okay. All right, and for the middle one, I'm gonna pick up a lot of paint. Press down. See that it can't even use a thicker brush. Still a little bit of room there, you see? Okay, we are learning, I hope. Let me look. Hello, Julian. Hello, Sherry. Thank you for saying hi. And I would love to know if any of you are painting anything, maybe mandalas, maybe something else, or you don't paint, you're just watching today here. It's beautiful, whatever you are doing. I'm so grateful that I'm not painting alone tonight, and that also I'm providing hopefully some information to you that is useful. So let's, what am I going to do now? If you told me what you need, I can focus more on that. But since I don't know, I'm just going to change colors for now. Let's do this turquoise. And I'm going to use now size 1, which is even bigger than size 0. Okay, here we go. So over here, gonna dip. These containers here are very small compared with the other one that I just used with the teal color, but still I can manage to put all the brush in there. Okay, can you tell there's more paint than before? Let's go for it. Gently touching, like kissing the top of the brush stroke, and then let's go. Let's go for a ride. And my pulse is not good at all. So it really, anybody can do this if I can. I don't have good pulse at all. As you can see, my hand is shaking. There we go. See, this is the size that's working, meaning, oops, that's creating the same thickness as the black that's here, as the model that we're practicing on. There we go. I've only been painting for 1.5 years. And I've been practicing. I bought some courses, some online courses from Lauren, Love and Dots, and Thoughtful Dots with Demi, and Giotti. Actually, these sheets, not this one is from Lauren, but I have another one there from Giotti. Also, they're all very, very good teachers. Okay, there we go. Let me see the chat. Okay, I see the chat. Thank you for those who are here. And no one is telling me if you paint. Okay, so let's try a different. Actually, let's do a close-up here. That's pretty good, actually. I'm getting better. Okay. So I'm gonna clean my brush. Again, I'm gonna bring it here first and then to the water. First water, rinse, and then the second one, which is a cleaner one. Okay, and then drying. Okay, so let's see what else we got here. Wow, okay, we can do these longer ones. Do you want to do these longer ones? Okay, let's do this. And so for these ones, I'm going to use, what am I going to use? I have a purple paint here. So what I do for these practices is I use paint that I am not using for anything else. And that's what I use here. So I'm going to be using this purple. And the brush strokes look as thick and as long as that they're going to need the size 1. So I am going to keep going with size 1. So you can see here how much I'm picking up. There. Oops, too much. It's falling from the brush. All right, let's go. Let's come here. We're kissing the tip. And then we're going for the ride. Lifting, slowly lifting as we move. And then until the end, that becomes perpendicular. All right, let's try second one here. Again, kissing the top and then pressing down. Let the paint travel as you're lifting at the same time. It's a new skill. I mean, for sure, it is definitely a new skill. So I don't think anybody was born being able to do this. Okay. And I've seen so many comments, especially in Facebook groups, of people who have so much trouble. Some they say like, oh, I gave up brushstrokes. I will never. I'm just, they're not for me or whatever. Believe me, it's just a skill. but I understand the frustration that can arise. Okay, I'm gonna skip the middle one right now, for now. I see the chat, you guys are still there. Okay, awesome. Okay, two more. Just gonna change the angle slightly there. Just because it's more comfortable for me. See at the end how it comes into perpendicular to the paper. We begin with an angle again of about 70 degrees. And as we're moving, the angle is moving from 70 slowly towards 90. There we go. Now, this middle one here, you can see that it's thinner. I don't know if you can see, but it's a little bit thinner. I could use the same brush and the same paint, but I want to have a different color so that it's prettier. So I'm going to use the same brush, just that I will not load it with so much paint. Again, I am cleaning it here a little bit on the paper towel, and then it's going on the larger container of water. You can hear it, yeah, and then the one that's cleaner. And then I just draw it like this. Okay. So let's use the green, the teal. And I'm going to use the same brush. You can see that even like with the same brush, if you just don't load it as much, you can use the same brush for thinner strokes. So, okay, it's too loaded here. I'm gonna. Okay, can you tell that it's thinner, that there's less paint? Can kiss in the top. Oops, there's a hair here. Kiss in the top. I'm coming down. Just gonna finish there. So what do you think? Again, cleaning here, and then going in the water. First water, second water. It's funny, I wrote in the description, this is not gonna be a tutorial, but since you guys are here, and seems like you're still here, so maybe this will be helpful to you and maybe to some other people that will watch this later. So one thing that I want to do here now, that's not on the paper, but I'm feeling like I want to do it, it's taking another color and walking the dots. So I'm going to take the turquoise and let's walk the dots here, which is kind of strange if I tell you the truth, but why not? Let's just do it. So I am gonna do, again, I'm making this up just so that I can also teach you walking the dots. So I'm gonna take this, again, Thoughtful Dots tool, the number 3, and I'm gonna dip it into my turquoise color. Pretty much, I want a pretty thick, see all of that paint. Actually, it's maybe even too much. And I'm gonna start here. Just gonna make this up. Okay, we ran out of paint, but that's okay. Gonna do it on the other side. And because I have guidelines, I'm doing it, I'm looking over here at the same time that I'm placing my dot here so that they are on the same position or very similar ideally. Doesn't have to be exact, but okay. So, and then, again, I'm just making this up. I'm gonna place a dot here and another one here and another one here, another one here, and okay, that wasn't very good, but I'm just having fun. And what we could do is also coming from down here. Let's see. I'm just looking at the chat again for a moment. See, you're still there. Someone else came. Okay, so I am gonna start down here and coming up now. And same here. Okay, and then we're gonna have a big dot over here. So, by the way, I clean the tool the same way. I place it here and I clean that tip, and then I immerse it into the water, shake it, and then second water, and then I dry. Same thing. So let's take a look. What do you think? Tell me something in the chat. Okay, let's do at least one more, maybe two more. Let's see what I'm looking, which one I want to do. If you guys told me, I can do something that you want. Let's see. Okay, let's do one of these. The sunshine brush stroke. Okay, so this one, we're done with this one. And I'll make sure that it's white. Okay, we're gonna do the sunshine brushstroke design element from Lauren Love and Dots. So let's start with this design here. So this is gonna require a big dot, and then we're gonna drag it with a tool like this one, a needle tool. So to place the dot, I'm gonna use one of these tools that I showed you earlier. So let's see. Yeah, this is size 12, maybe a little bit bigger. Let's see, size 13. Yeah, let's do size 13. So, let's see, I'm gonna use one of these green colors that I am not gonna use for anything. I mixed these colors and then I was like, oh my God, this is so ugly. So this is the color. I mean, it's not that it's ugly, but you know, it's a color, but it's not what I wanted. So anyway, I am I was dipping it in, and now I am placing it here. Yeah, that was a good amount. I mean the right size. I'm gonna add a little bit more paint, so I want to pick up more paint, add some more. So I have enough to drag, yeah? And I immediately clean the tool even before I drag. At least that's what I do. Okay, now I'm taking my needle tool, go to there. You gotta work quickly because the paint dries fast. Unless you have added something so that it won't dry so fast. Okay, so that's good. Keep going, it's relaxing to watch. Brianna, thank you so much for letting me know. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, beautiful. So now, okay, I'm gonna take, see, ideally I like to use a gradient for these three that are coming now, these three series of dots. But well, I sort of have a gradient here with these turquoises. Let's do this. It's just that the turquoise with the green is not gonna go very pretty, but okay. I'm gonna use a turquoise. So this dot is tiny, so let's see which two we're gonna use. I think one. No, 1.5. Let's do one more. 1.5. It's gonna be, yeah, 1.5. So I'm gonna dip it in. Actually, so, and then place it right there. Yeah, that was perfect. And now I went and pick up again. And now I'm gonna go pick up again for the other side. It's not exactly on top. And now we'll move on to the next one, which is a little bit darker turquoise. And I think I'm gonna keep the same size. Maybe I'm gonna pick up a little bit more paint with the tool, but let's see how this goes. Yeah. Okay, and then the other side. Okay. Let's do next color, a little darker. And I'm gonna move now to this next size from 1.5 to 2. What did I do with it? Here it is. Size 2. It's a little bit bigger. Okay, cannot see how I'm dipping this here. I want you to see it there. And then let's put it here. And then I'm putting them right on top, as you can see, but okay. There we have it. Again, I'm cleaning the tool the same way. First on the damp paper towel, and then in the water. First water and second water. Now it's clean. Okay. So I'm gonna use now for these brush strokes. I could do them in this direction, but I am much more comfortable making them in this direction. So actually, let me, gotta move it over there. I'm gonna use this other, actually, yeah, that's okay. I'll use this lightest turquoise. And now, so I'm looking at the thickness of these brush strokes that are drawn here. So based on that, I'm gonna take my zero from Thoughtful Dots and pick up paint. Just gonna remove this away. Actually, this one is thinner, you see? The inner one is thinner. So I am going to remove some of the paint. I pick up enough for the outer one, not the inner one. So okay, I just picked up less. Again, we kiss the tip and then gently we travel as we lift. The other side, can we kiss the tip? And we move slowly, at least I do. Okay. This one didn't come up as nicely as this one, as you can probably see. But that's the work. That's what it is to be in the mastering of something. Just loving the process, staying with it, whether it's painting or something else in your life. Okay, so I'm going to use now the darker blue, darker turquoise for the outer layer. This one here, I'm just going to show you. Again, I have the same brush, but now I'm going to pick up some more paint. Just okay, and move this away now because it's in my way. Kiss the tip, and we go. Moving the wrist, moving the fingers, whatever is needed. Sometimes it's more the wrist, sometimes it's more the fingers. Okay. Yeah, this right side is always more challenging for me than the left. Just you can see. These are much nicer than these ones. Yeah, you can see that. Let's see the chat. The image kind of looks like a traditional Indian lamp diya design. Also, this whole set of patterns would also make a lovely fabric design. To summer vibes on pure cotton fabric. All right, whatever, however way this is useful to you. I love it. Thank you for your commenting. Okay, so we have it there. Again, the colors definitely are colors that I would never use together, that green with those turquoises, but that was not our priority for this technique. So let me know in the comments if there's something else that you would like me to do tonight that you wanted to see, or if If not, I'm just going to call it a night. But if anybody would like to see anything that I may be able to do, let me just wait for a minute or so, because I know the live is going a little bit behind. In the meantime, I'm gonna go wash my hands. I got some paint on my hands. Okay, so Red 24X says it's 8:46 a.m. Currently, I just had a class break, found your live session to relax, and also I like the work, madam. Thank you so much for telling me and letting me know. I don't know where you are in the world. If you want to tell us, also I would love to know. If it's 8:46 a.m., you're either in India or Australia or somewhere over there on the other side of the world, because it's 10:17 p.m. here in Florida, where I am right now. So, all right. So I think that's gonna be it for tonight. I hope this has been somehow useful and or inspiring and or relaxing. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, India. Yeah, figure. And what's your name? Red 24X, if you wanna tell me. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, and please let me know in the comments if, again, if you enjoy these, please make sure you like my video and this video, and if you see that, that this type of content and the other types of contents that I have on my channel, you could enjoy, make sure you subscribe. And also you could hype this video. These are new things that, let me just, hi. You could hype the video, and yeah, even you could send me a super chat if you felt like you wanted to. That would put a smile on my face for sure. All right, everyone, thank you so much for painting with me tonight, and I will be coming back. If you tell me in the comments that you would like me to come back, I will. And I think I will do it anyway, because it's so much more fun to paint with a company than alone. Thank you, everybody. Good night, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Have a beautiful night. Have a beautiful day. And I hope you have a really nice holiday. And whether you are celebrating, whatever you're celebrating, Christmas and or all those other things that are out there that are less famous. And also Happy New Year to everyone. And I may be back before the end of the year. Maybe I'll be back tomorrow. Who knows? Much love to everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Merry Christmas. Bye-bye. See how can... Yes, celebrate life. Absolutely. All right. See if I can... if I can stop this. I can figure out how to stop the live from the iPad. Let's see. Oh, no.